So we're live.
We're live, pal.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Vancouver Adjacent by Night. Yeah, it's we're on the Level Up Dice channel, so I'm going to be rolling these fantastic Level Up dice that are in here. When last we saw our intrepid coterie, shit had gone down is the term I'm going to use. They decided to try to enact their plan against Pentex, and it went kind of sideways. There were large furry animal things. It was a bad time. You know, Harley decided to go two ways.
I still insist the decision was not his own, but
He's of two minds about it.
yes.
And two bodies.
C'est la vie.
It's a split consensus.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Ooh.
I love a dad joke.
And two other members of the coterie are in a, let's say, moist situation. It's very warm.
A nice,
moist.
warm, moist pocket.
It's like being stuck inside a 7-Eleven Hot Pocket.
Is it?
Cold on the outside, warm and gooey on the inside.
Oh, that's so much worse.
I'm going to just say the word moist a lot during this particular broadcast, so...
A good
Someone
time to
start
remind
a
people that
count.
this is a mature channel.
That reminds me, good point, Zach. This is a mature game. So if you don't like, you know, strange situations, like people saying moist all the time, then yeah, it's going to be a bad time. Just if it's too much, hit mute on the stream, go away, come back. We're going to have everything uploaded on YouTube in a couple of days. So yeah, just, you know, take a break. You know, if you don't like the language, I've talked it over with a bunch of the players. They're fine with the language because I say fuck a lot. So yeah, they will, if there's anything wrong that I'm going a bit too far on, they can yellow card or red card me in the chat. And yeah, you know, if you don't like it, it's a mature game. You know, that's all I can do. There aren't going to be any flashing lights, so you don't have to worry about that. But as for language, you know, there's going to be a lot of fucking language. So.
Shit.
Shit.
Fuck.
Moist.
Moist.
So much moist.
So much moist. And let's start off this particular game before we get completely into it with introducing all of the players. And I'm going to go, I don't know how the layup is set up anymore because
It's still the same.
that doesn't help.
Charlotte.
Yes.
It is always me, isn't it?
Yes, Charlotte's first.
I'm Brennan. I usually don't advertise anything, but you can find me now at youtube.com/GiboVT. I will be playing Charlotte, who is in Mission Impossible today, I guess.
Something along those lines. I believe Charlie's next.
That's me. I'm Zachary Vaudo. I will be playing Charlie, the Malkavian, who took an express elevator up to the 29th floor with Cassandra.
It's a moist elevator. I don't even know who's next on the list.
Elena?
Let's go with Elena.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Okay. I am Samantha McLarty at Just as McLarty on social media, and I am playing De La Sombra Elena Cortez. And I think that I might actually have the bottom half of Harley, maybe.
Maybe.
I think
You have a half of Harley.
I have something.
The
I
important
have
half.
a piece of Harley. Maybe it's his heart.
Yeah, I don't think it's his heart.
Aw. Probably not.
Unless he's gone that whole Setite route and he has his heart in his ass. Yeah, I don't think you have that part.
No.
I believe Cassandra is next. Wherever I'm
Hi.
playing.
In some direction or another.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Lex. I'm playing the Toreador Cassandra. You can find me on Instagram and anywhere else as a redhead vixen. And I am in a warm, moist place.
Moist.
Moist.
Harley, last but certainly not least, well, at least half of you.
Hi, I'm Patrick Gill, and I'm playing Harley the Nosferatu, who is currently half the man he used to be. Rimshot.
Oh.
And I believe the way things worked out was Charlotte had the top half, and Elena has the is bringing up the rear, so to speak. I think that's how that played out.
Nice.
Wow. So on that particular note, we're going to be pretty much picking up where we left off. And what is everybody doing?
Crying mostly.
Other than being stuck in warm, moist places.
I believe I was jumping through a shot-out window into a helicopter with half of Harley's body.
Did we do that roll yet?
No.
No.
Tell him yes.
We
the
just
Tell him
guard-
yes, and you got
yes.
a full 10.
Yes.
we just assumed
Succeeded.
we got it.
Don't
That's a
say
good
all
assumption.
10. That's a messy critical.
Yeah, that's a horrible assumption. So I'm going to have you roll Dex and Athletics.
And
No land.
That's not my forte.
Harley's top half is going to be clinging desperately wherever he can get a handhold.
That's rude. But okay.
All right, here goes nothing.
That didn't actually sound like that many dice.
It's not.
That's the story of how Charlotte went right into the blades.
I got 2.
Yeah, it's rough going. Like you jump out of the window and you kind of grab onto something, and then you kind of slide through the something, and you kind of hold on the other side as your legs dangle out as you almost clear it completely.
We are where we need to be, and then I will try to seatbelt Harley into the chair.
It's really hard to do because you're trying to get him propped up, but he has no hip portions, so it's kind of like you're trying to kind of sort of balance him on his spine.
Yeah,
but
so,
it keeps kind of.
so I'll just buckle myself next to him, and then I'll do the mom thing where I just reach across.
Thank you.
Don't fall.
You could have said that before we made the jump, but okay. Yes, thank you. All right, let's... what's everyone else doing? I really have no fucking idea what's going on right now.
Charlotte.
I don't know. What is everybody else doing? I will look out the window.
Elena.
I am.
You're
probably,
muted.
I have. Oh, shit.
No.
Am I muted?
No, she's not.
No, I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Can
Yeah.
you hear any of us?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
I can
Yeah.
hear
You
you.
can hear everybody as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Please stand by.
Are you with the storyteller?
I am, I think.
Okay.
My internet connection just went weird. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I will. I have Harley's bottom half, and I am. Well, I'm definitely not gonna follow you guys into Trevor, so I'm gonna follow Charlotte with the bottom half. Maybe we can staple it together.
You wanna toss it first before you jump?
Oh.
I'll catch it.
I cannot wait.
Yes, I'm gonna toss.
And as soon as Charlotte stops doing the mom thing of like reaching across and Harley kind of
Harley just starts sliding.
it's sort of like a moist kind of
So yeah, tossing Harley's bottom half, and then I'm just gonna toss his bottom half, and then I'll go check on the other two.
remind me again, how much potence do you have?
I have 2.
Are you using it?
Yes.
Okay.
to make sure I
checking.
get his bottom half over there.
Straight through the helicopter at the other side.
Strength and athletics.
Oh dear.
His
And I
legs
have
kind
a
of
lot of
become
hunger
like a
dice, too.
kind of a spinning, throwing, boomerang like thing.
Okay.
It's gonna rain legs on Vancouver.
Hallelujah, it's raining ass.
I dropped a dice.
Is that a hallelujah moment though?
For somebody.
Yeah.
I think that's a
true.
let the bodies hit the floor moment.
Oh,
Got
nice.
4.
4 successes.
Yes.
You're pretty dead on target
Do I have to roll to catch it?
if you want. Dex and athletics.
If I don't have to, I'm not going to.
Well, now you've said it, so I'm gonna make you do it. Take note, anybody who is a, wannabe storyteller who happens to be watching us at the moment. When a player gives you an idea that's really gonna hurt them if they fuck it up, go with it.
It's not going to hurt me.
Kind of like when the kid in school asked if the teacher was going to collect the homework that they did.
Yeah.
It's like
Right?
Well, I am now, you little shit.
I got 0 successes that time.
Well, it hits you. And since it was 4 successes to toss it, you're going to take 2 points of superficial damage.
That's fine. We're in the helicopter.
Get kicked in the face.
Yeah, so you go to catch it, and then, you close your arms around it when the feet kind of hit you in the face. Or, actually, the moist ass hits you in the face.
Let ass.
Thank you.
I will buckle that.
Beside Arlene.
Oh my god.
Is that half any easier to buckle?
Kind of, yeah. Because you can actually kind of sit it up, and it's got hips there, so you basically the one that's across the waist. That one you can kind of buckle.
Okay, so my question is, what is happening right now, in the room? Because we've killed everything, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of
everything's dead. Yes.
There's a bunch of dead things, and there's a kind of large slimy spot on the floor where the pillar of meat came down and grabbed the other two.
And Harley's new ghoul is standing sort of to the left of that. Two hunger lower than he was when he came in.
I forgot about that guy.
Skip.
Skip.
But I thought
Skip
that was
is-
my goal.
Skip is traumatized.
Yeah, isn't
thought Skip
isn't
was
that
my
Elena's
goal.
goal?
Maybe? I don't-
Yes,
I don't remember.
yes. Skip belongs to Elena, but we've got a a timeshare sort of.
Yeah, that's right.
arrangement
Right.
worked out.
As a spouse, you get 50% anyway.
Skip belongs to Elena. Elena belongs to Harley. Harley belongs to Elena. Yeah.
Elena, that
I did not agree to this.
I had it notarized and everything. Come on.
I am going
It's
Harley
one of
to.
those
that nice
relationship
premiere that you
maps where you basically just kind of tie the string around everything.
I'm gonna grab Skip and
Go
pull
on.
him along. Well, at first,
Please don't tell me you're going
first
to
I'm
toss
going
Skip, because that would suck.
I should, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna carry him with me because we may need him. I'm going to yell out first to Charlotte and tell her to go to the roof, please. I don't want to yell in your ears, but that is essentially what I'm gonna tell her.
And then I'll go
And then
over to the helicopter driver, and then I'll yell in his ear and tell him to go to the roof, please.
So,
Go to the
Elena,
roof.
Elena, are you staying in the building?
I am going to grab Skip, and essentially I'm going to be dragging him, using him if there's anything on the outside of the door or anything like that. He's going to be going forward first, but I'm going to the Trevor floor, the meat floor, to collect the other two and continue on to the roof, if possible.
All right. So essentially what's going to happen is you're using Skip as a meat shield, kind of pushing him along first. the helicopter pilot can't hear you at all because he's got the headphones on, and he's like, "So where?" He looks over at you. He's like,
I think
Charlotte.
that's for Charlotte.
"Yeah."
Oh, sorry, my internet cut out. What did you?
The
This is
helicopter
going well.
pilot is looking at you like,
And then I take off his headphone. Go to the roof.
"But what? The
The roof.
put on a headset."
Go to the roof.
Oh, the roof, right? And then he the helicopter starts raising up, headed towards the roof. Now it's time to get moist. It's a rather absolutely disgusting feeling. Slime is essentially getting everywhere and in everywhere. And yeah, it's really gross.
Yep.
And it's also really dark.
I'm literally just like arms and legs bear hugged around Cassandra because I was trying to have her not snatched away, and that worked out wonderfully. So I'm just like full koala around her. It's like I'm uncomfortable right now.
And
I'm gonna
Cassandra,
get a strength and athletics check from Charlie. Unless Cassandra is wrapped around Charlie as well.
no,
mean-
Cassandra was curled into a little ball having a panic attack.
Yeah, no, I succeeded in whatever role it was to hold on when Trevor yanked us up.
Oh yeah,
last
this
time.
is a different one.
Alrighty, so then strength athletics.
Yes.
Okay, I'm still buffed from the last time.
Correct.
That's 3 successes.
You're feeling mildly like there's kind of meat pushing in between the two of you that is trying to separate you. It only had one more success than you did, so it's pushing its way in and separating you.
No. I'm just locking my hands, my wrists. No.
Then we'll do another strength and athletics check.
All right.
Dodge or something, I don't know. Ooh, shit. Well, during the last regular game, I established that I was rolling for shit, but I only did a few rolls, so apparently I got that all out of my system then. I got 6 successes over on this side with a crit.
I got 4.
Yeah, so it's like kind of wrapping, there's meat that's wrapping around your shoulders in between, kind of forcing your arms apart.
Don't take her. Don't take her. I'm just
Yeah, and
point.
then Charlie kind of gets, there's kind of a meat slime slide that you come out of on the 29th floor. And you're at the feet of Alexandru, and Alexandru is like, "Charlie, is it?"
I will look up with the dried blood that was coming out of my eyes and my nose and my mouth from my earlier high hunger. It's just the utter derangement from the 3 hunger I'm at, and just make him give her back.
Give who back?
Cassandra, tell Trevor to give her back. She has to heal, and he is taking her away. Give her back.
Trevor, you hear like a reverberating. I cannot.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can't. Trevor makes up his own mind about things.
I just stand up. I don't know how tall he is, but I'm going to be as nose to nose as I can. I just killed 3 Garu with my friends now. 1 entirely by me, and got pulled stories by a meat straw. I'm watched my friends get hurt, and now one of them is gone. So help me, I will chew her out of your fucking creation if you don't convince him
Oh,
to give her back.
It's not my creation. I just happen to
I
take care of him.
am not in the mood for pleasantries right now. I am in the mood to help my friend heal from her injuries caused by this fucking building.
Oh, I doubt the injuries were caused by the building.
Everything in this building has been a cause for some stress, some inconvenience, some injury. Every floor of this building is something awful. I am holding everything responsible, and I will level the fucking thing to the ground if I have to get her out.
Well, that's
Talk to him.
That's quite rude.
Convince him. Please do not make me ask again.
I can try. Trevor, do you have Cassandra? And you hear like the Well, that is interesting. Part of Trevor is something that we've been working on. Kind of like I don't know if you're familiar with the Thin Bloods.
Every second that you take elaborating on every word that you put out of your mouth reduces the probability of me getting my friend to safety. Please be more direct.
I assure you, she's quite safe.
I am not assured.
And on that note, we're going to switch over to Cassandra. Yeah, the viscosity of the liquid that you happen to be in goes from a mild, kind of like, very drippy, wet slime that is closer to water to a very, very thick, almost oil-like purple, just gross substance. It's like you're swimming through tar. And then behind Alexandru, Cassandra kind of slides out of a portion of the wall, and all of your wounds are actually healed.
Where we stand.
Yeah, Trevor's the best.
I have not noticed, and I've just pushed past Alexandru to Cassandra.
That's
So,
rather rude.
Hey, are you okay? You okay? We need to get you to eat so that you can heal, and so you can. Your back isn't open anymore. It had the open, and now it doesn't have the open. And
What is your hunger at, Cassandra?
mine, I was at 2 last game.
You are now at 1.
it had the
Like
open, and now it doesn't have the
went
open.
everywhere.
I think I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're okay. You're
Cassandra kind of lets Charlie help her to her feet.
okay.
Ah, Cassandra.
Alexandru, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you feeling?
Better? Better. Why do I feel better?
As I was explaining to Charlie, our mutual friend Trevor, partially why Trevor was created is to experiment on things.
Can you elaborate?
I can.
Will you?
I will. There was, I'm not sure how familiar you are with Thin Bloods.
A little.
They've been playing around with some alchemy. They have this, I don't know, occasionally they strike gold, I guess would be the way of putting it. And they find a certain way of mixing kindred blood together with other things like flecks of gold or cigarette butts. And then they can do magical things with it. Part of Trevor's construction is involved in that sort of thing. So part of the glands that Trevor has can be squeezed out certain liquids which do interesting things.
Squeezed. Sure.
That's the closest thing I can come up to. Yeah. It's kind of like a venom sac in a snake.
Well, thank you, Trevor.
Thank you.
He says you're welcome.
Aw.
Thank you, Trevor.
And a tentacle kind of unwraps from the wall and wraps around Charlie's hand, kind of shakes it.
I apologize for threatening to chew through you to get my friend back.
Aw.
It's still shaking.
We should.
I'm going to take Cassandra back to the others now.
And it's at that point that Skip and Elena would make it through that particular door in the stairwell.
Yeah, I'm
Look, I
pushing
really,
Skip through.
I really don't want to go back onto this floor. I'm good. I'm out.
No, we are going. You're doing it, and I'm pushing. Don't argue.
Yeah,
This
he
poor
goes
kid.
through the door and he's like,
And-
"Oh God, it's in my shoes again."
You take off your shoes.
Charlie, Cassandra,
We're here.
Here.
We're here.
Here.
It's in my shoes.
good. You're all safe. We need to go to the roof. I told Charlotte to take the helicopter there. She has both pieces of Harley. We should go now
Oh,
before
okay.
the building tries to eat us again.
Okay.
Not you, Trevor.
Thank you. And I'll start walking with Cassandra and just like walk up to Elena, like another shaky hand on Elena, and just walk with them. Like I've blanked out Skip at this point.
Yeah, it's in my shoes. Can we go?
I've already walked past him with them.
I'm just grabbing him and dragging him along with.
Poor Skip. Yeah.
Should have thought of that before he was a ghoul.
By the time you all make it up to the roof, the helicopter is there.
Wow, Cassandra, you look great.
Thank you. Your shoes look very clean.
Thanks. I kept them in my back pocket.
Are they belted into one of the seats? Perfect.
Next to the legs. They're actually on Harley's lap.
And Harley.
We should probably get going.
Harley is gonna basically have one hand like cinched around a seat belt, and the other hand just kind of like desperately clinging to one of his legs, and he's just barely conscious, just enough to keep a hold of everything.
Oh dear.
Is he gonna be all right?
Yeah, he's got a hold of himself.
Yes, he will be.
He will be fine.
Very fine. Elena, could you please help me put the top part of Harley on the bottom part of Harley? Or so
Yes, I
like
can do
step
that.
in, like just try to like unbuckle him and like maneuver him to like put him on top.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm
like
helping
Legos.
So, are you attempting to heal at that point, Harley?
We kind of had this discussion.
I was going towards that.
Now, here's the condition my health track is in right now. I currently
4.
have 5 points of superficial damage, which rolled back over into 2 ag. So, at what point can I get my shit together, in a sense? What levels are you wanting would require me to at least become 1 again?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good question because you can't. Once your lower half was separated, it aged to the point that it basically became a dead corpse.
Don't worry, we'll get you some awesome robot legs.
I
So
think
you
he's
put him
going to have
back
to
on.
regrow those.
And
And
that's
he
when I
tries-
noticed, like, because I couldn't see through his pants, like that it just kind of sinks.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think that's gonna.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He's going to
Okay.
have to
Well, we're
regrow
going to
them?
put him back. We're going to put him back. And was like kind of maneuver him back over and just lift up his chin. Harley, hi. Hi. So we're going to help you heal now, okay? I don't know what to do about that. And just point at the legs, but we're going to help you heal, okay? Okay. Hey, Skip, can you help me a second?
sure.
Yes. Come.
Skip goes over.
And it's Sarah. It's gonna be okay. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Could you come here, please? Just like come.
If you don't mind, I need to interject for just a moment. I think that I think I know what you're going to do, and I think he needs to be sleeping.
Knock him out.
Wait,
So if you
what?
don't,
Oh, okay. Now I will just cross clock Skip.
I thought he was on our side.
Strength and brawl.
Yeah.
don't
That's
kill
exact-
him though.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming, so that's exactly why Skip was like, "Hey, wait, what?"
Wait a minute.
Turns right into that one.
Yeah. It turns right
Yeah.
into that one. 5 successes.
Aw,
Yeah,
poor
he definitely
Skip.
turned right into that one.
Poor
Yep.
guy.
Skip is knocked the fuck out.
Yep. He goes down. I grab him. I grab his hair and just shove his neck up against Harley's face and just go. And I just back away.
How much you taking, Harley?
Okay.
He has 3 hunger left in him, I think.
I'm at
Kill.
hunger 4.
Take it all.
Might be a time for it.
Yeah.
Poor Skip, we knew him well.
For all of that one episode.
I'm gonna leave him alive.
Welcome
gonna
to the
leave him
team.
alive.
Skip.
The arms of an angel.
For just pennies a day, you two can adopt a ghoul.
all of our great Skip clips and his great history of him
Yeah.
chained up on the wall, getting screws thrown at him.
Black and white video,
Being afraid
slow
of-
motion video.
Yeah, I just shoved them against me and just backed all the way up next to Elena and Cassandra again, just not be near a potential. Kenzie.
Cassandra looks shocked by this shocking turn of events.
Shocking.
Okay.
I believe 1 point was already taken from Skip.
2.
2? Yeah, he's fucked. If you even take 1 hunger from him, he's going to die.
He's a ghoul, though.
Yeah, he's still human for the most part.
Yeah.
Also, hasn't he been a ghoul for like 4 hours?
Yeah, for
He's
the-
actually only listening to us because I told him to.
Yeah.
he's
And 'cause
been a
we
ghoul
keep
for like
pushing
a
him
hot
around.
minute.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
So
I
it's
took
either-
from him so that I could then feed Elena.
yeah,
And then I ended up going back up. So hey, it helped. I didn't frenzy.
Yeah, that's the point.
You should try the Trevor slide. Fixes
Yeah.
that right up.
The slip and slide is what I like to call it.
a moist slide.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. So
Mark it down. It's fine.
when Harley
Got my tally.
when Harley gets his fangs in, He can kind of tell that there's literally no juice left in Skip, and I reluctantly just kind of pull away. I'm not going to take any hunger.
What a king.
Harley, you have to eat. You have to eat so that you're better.
Interns.
We can get more.
It's a 10-minute flight. We'll be there shortly.
Interns.
We don't need to
Lots.
kill my favorite ghoul, Skip.
Lots of interns.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Skip would have so much to say right now, but he's knocked the fuck out.
I'm
Just
going
knocked
to,
him out for no
I'm gonna refrain from healing for the time being.
Oh.
Okay, I might not have hit him so hard if I knew this was going to happen. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Or
I'll
Skip.
just sit
meat
back
shield.
with the girls and just this is fine. Okay.
We can be having this conversation on the flight over, right?
Yeah.
At normal
Yeah.
speaking volume.
Yeah. Before we leave, Charlotte's gonna edge out the window and she's gonna be like, "Bye, Trevor. Thank you."
As
Andrew
it's on
joins
the
us.
roof,
Skip.
or are you waving as the helicopter leaves?
As the helicopter leaves, so that we can hopefully see him through one of his window eyes.
Actually, the helicopter dips down a little bit, and you can kind of see, like, the 29th floor is kind of misshapen ever so slightly. And then kind of one of the windows opens up a little bit, and you see, like a giant meat hand.
I'll call Alexandru. We'll get you the new address. You'll be a first floor with us. Don't worry.
You're going to put him on the first floor.
Maybe the second. In the lobby.
I mean, that would make an interesting security system.
No Masquerade issues.
No, none whatsoever.
I'm just sitting next to Elena and Cassandra, just kind of.
Should we maybe belt Skip in? I assume he's just lying on the floor.
He'll be
Yes, Skip is on the floor.
fine. He'll be fine.
So that didn't exactly go how we had intended. I
No,
don't think so.
But we did everything we came to do.
I got the job done. That's what's important.
So Charlie, I do have one thing I would like to talk to you about, if you don't mind. The next time that anything happens with Harley at all, don't ever hold me back again.
now is not a good time to give me instructions.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Charlotte about this serious tea that's happening.
I'm just going to tell you. That's all I have to say about the matter. If you'd like me to reiterate it later, I will. And then Elena will just sit back and not say anything the rest of the flight.
Speaking of sitting back, how you doing, Harley?
I'm fighting to stay conscious, and I'm still, just, got the nearest belt cinched around my wrist, and I've grown very
Small
see.
legs.
yeah. Well, no, not yet, No, I'm still the original, the OG Harley legs are basically no longer like on his radar of concern. They're useless.
And they're smelling up the place.
Yeah,
Do we need these?
kick him out. Don't need them.
She's already like pushing it out the window.
Clear my pockets just in case. Cell phone. But
Yeah, cell phone. Got it. Don't worry.
get
Do
rid
we
of 'em.
want severed? If Charlie Fan speak up. Do we want severed legs appearing in the middle of Vancouver with no explanation?
They're old.
Harley, how old are you?
Old enough to where they would still be a little chunky.
Are you old enough to have your blood type and whatnot in a computer system?
More than likely.
Don't push the legs out the window, please.
Oh, but they stink.
Give him here, and I just kind of grab it, and I just like
Somebody
cuddling
eat
his
them or
own
something?
legs.
I'll
Yeah.
deal with it.
Thank you. We throw them away later.
You look great, by the way, Harley. Have you lost some weight?
Thank you for helping with the computer.
Oh, of course. I thought you were going to thank me for helping you do that Mission Impossible 6 jump out of the window and into the helicopter. That was the coolest thing I've ever done.
I'm expendable.
No, your legs are expendable. Your
Whoa.
brain is very valuable.
When he says that, Elena's gonna slap him.
Ah,
She's gonna reach over and pop him.
there it is.
Oh, I'd be careful doing that right now.
He'll be fine. Don't worry, he'll be fine.
How much damage are you gonna do?
Not a lot of any damage. Not doing damage. That was not a damage hit. That was a.
That was a
shmup hit.
dramatic moment hit.
That was a backhand.
Now, are you using Potence 2 on that slap?
No.
Slap him into oblivion.
Hey, storyteller.
Yo.
While this is going on, Charlie's pulling out his phone and he's texting Clayton. Can you and Maria come by and give me the address for Charlotte's penthouse? Not the floor level, just the address.
Okay. Sure is what you get back.
See you soon.
Okay.
So are we not glad that we took the helicopter?
I am
Just
very
saying.
glad we took the helicopter. Thank you.
In future, always helicopter.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are always so against the helicopter, but you can't make escapes like that in a car.
The helicopter was crucial this time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, the last time you took a limo, Elysium exploded. So,
Let's avoid the ground.
so eventually the helicopter makes it back to the building that Charlotte has the penthouse of. And I'm assuming everybody's going to pile out from there.
I've already instructed my interns to lay in a pile. And for 2 of them to be waiting in my room.
Stacked like cordwood.
Yes. It's a business practice.
It's a team building exercise.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's for synergy.
Literally building a pile of interns.
Remember,
Elena
you're
will-
nothing on your own.
Elena will assist in getting Harley out of the helicopter.
Charlie's been checking his phone the whole time, just waiting for Clayton to say that they're here.
Eventually, yeah, it's only been a 10-minute helicopter ride, so it's going to take about 20 minutes or so for them to say here.
Okay. He's still checking just every minute, just compulsively.
So let's get everybody all healed up.
I'm just
That
kind of
would
like
be a good idea.
No, no,
clinging. I'm clinging to Elena, and I'm just like, just kind of whisper in her ear, like, "Thank you."
now look at
You owe me.
look at Cassandra. You are healed. You're full. You're good.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay.
That's why we need Trevor.
Turn to Charlotte. You were good. You were
It
full.
was good until I got hit in the face with a butt.
You are good. And I'll then look to Harley and I'll look to Elena and just you are good. You are full. You need to eat.
I will eat soon. I need to take care of him first.
You need to eat before or after.
I will get it. Don't worry. I will eat as soon as I take care of him. I need to get him situated, and obviously he can't really, walk around and pick his own person to drain.
True.
Which I highly suggest you do that.
I can't kill anybody. That's not That's not me. I'll do what I can, but I'm not going to kill anybody.
Make several interns go to sleep, and then just spread. It's math, proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever works, I don't care. Just you need to eat, and you need to eat now and heal.
Yes.
And then after that is settled, then I will go and do what I need to do.
Okay, I'm ready. Just get me situated. This is gonna take a while. I've got a lot of work to do.
And I will gonna set him up in like a corner to make sure that he can't fall over or anything like that. Got rails or something, and and then I will hopefully get Charlotte to send in some interns.
I will do just that.
And Charlotte, are you at hunger 1, I believe?
2.
2. Okay.
For
For
3,
the 2,
actually. Yeah.
for 3, the 2 interns that are in with you, are you taking enough to get back down to hunger 1?
Yeah, I'll take one from each.
And are you going to be healing?
Yeah.
Just gotta check on the new rules to see. I believe it's too superficial now that it heals.
I believe so as well.
Yay, new rules. And that's when that part of the thing froze on me. What the? Here we go.
That checks out.
Give me the chart. The chart. There it is. Yeah, so it is... No, still 1 point of superficial damage.
Not bad.
Only if you are at blood potency 2 would you heal 2. So it's a rouse check for each point that you would like to heal.
I got one of them.
So you're back up to hunger 2.
Yeah.
Which is a little better than what you were at, and you're fully healed, so...
I'll have them send in another intern.
So how many
Yeah.
interns are going to Harley and Elena?
As many as needed.
Like a revolving door of about 15, I bet.
I would say probably, 3 or 4 for just Harley alone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because I will not be
And then I'll
killing
take
anybody.
one.
Yeah. So once the interns actually go in, Charlie will follow in behind them. But so whenever they're sent in.
Okay. So, let's see
Knocking
here.
them out before.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until they went in and just go. I need to. You need to take a nap so that my friend can heal. So I apologize. I'm just gonna grab like two of them by the jugular and just squeeze until they pass out.
I've never done that to one of my interns.
Just until they drop
He
them.
said stacking them.
Yeah.
And then just drop them. Okay.
I will assist with that.
These interns eventually are going to want to unionize. You can see it now.
Alright, so I
Well,
will...
that's when they get eaten.
Yeah. So I will... See, I'm at hunger 4. I'll go down to hunger 1 on the first intern. And I'm going to attempt...
That would actually kill the
Oh.
first intern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody has 5. Taking 3, it's a bad sign.
They'll be down for like a week or so at that point, I think. If not longer.
Or dead entirely. Because it's like,
More interns.
yeah, under the old system, people would have 10 blood points.
Right.
So it basically where it translates to 5. So it's basically leaving somebody with like 4 blood points in their body. So it's taking 60% of their blood from their system.
Okay.
That would just kill them dead.
Alright.
Slowly,
Yeah.
they'd fall asleep first.
All right, I'll take 2 hunger from the first one.
That'll drop him for like a couple of days.
Okay, so that'll
As
take.
they come out, Cassandra's getting them like set up on couches with pillows and stuff,
like,
getting
like,
them
they-
juice.
like a blood drive.
So
Yeah.
that'll be-
Do you need
It'll
a
take them a bit to
cookie?
come out because I fucking passed them out, but
Yeah.
they will eventually.
Sandra is in the kitchen, like cutting orange slices for people.
All right, so 1 level of superficial. I'm back up to hunger 3. And okay, so I succeeded healing another point at hunger 3. I'm at hunger 4, but I am down to 2 superficial and 2 ag.
There's a lot of like knitting and kind of squelching sounds that are coming from Harley at this particular point. It's the skin itself is kind of going back where it's supposed to go in your hindquarters, let's say. It's kind of gross. Like the musculature is kind of knitting and weaving, and then skin is kind of growing over top of that.
It itches. Alright, I'm gonna rinse and repeat with the next intern.
So 2 hunger down.
Yep. So back to hunger 2. I'm gonna try healing one of these ags.
One of those per day.
Yep. I'm at hunger 3.
And you definitely are hearing intermittently in the back of your head, like, listen, asshole, eat one of these fuckers and then we can heal.
What do you think I'm fucking doing?
No, you're just spacing it out because you're being all fucking nice and shit. Fucking eat 'em, man.
I'm being nice because Charlotte helps pay my fucking bills and I'm not going to damage her fucking property.
Thank you.
Get over it.
Shut the fuck up and let me do what I need to do. And I'm going to try pushing my luck for 1 more superficial.
As you heal the egg, as you kind of mentally focus and it's kind of like you're pushing for stuff, and then you hear a bunch of cracking as kind of musculature and bone tries to like reform itself under the skin that you just replaced.
Ah, do I have legs and are they attached?
Have you healed both egg?
No. I am down to 1 superficial and 1 ag.
Are you going to heal the
You
other
get one leg.
superficial?
Yes.
One leg.
Hopping around on one leg.
I am back to hunger 4, but now I just have 1 ag.
Oh, come
Deadpool baby
on.
leg.
Fucking eat somebody. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm getting better. We've had this discussion already. You're turning into a broken fucking record. Leave me alone. Do not fucking bother me when I'm working.
Look, Dick, I can't leave you alone because I'm in your fucking head.
Technically, your soul's also in here rattling around too, but
If you would eat somebody, I would leave you alone.
I'll deal with
Ha,
it.
can't beat that logic, can you?
I'll fucking deal with it later.
So
Alright.
as you heal the last superficial, you hear more squelching, and it's like itchy, and the musculature kind of forms itself over. You feel your feet again as like the skin kind of moves back to where it's supposed to go.
Is he wearing pants?
He is not.
Is there one of the interns that's about my size?
That one. I just
Well,
point.
yeah, probably.
I'm gonna. Yep. I'm gonna. I'll leave their skivvies or their boxers on, but I'll at least put the pants on for some
You're so kind.
decency.
Trick question from the storyteller. Do you stand up to do this?
Yes.
You do not. You go to stand up, but the bones and the stuff that was in your legs only made it to the knee because you had to add damage.
Oh
So
dear.
you stand up, and there are basically the bottom halves of your legs are nothing but meat jelly.
Ah.
Oh, that's disturbing. And I'll just go over to the unconscious one and just unconscious enter and just pull the pants off of them. Come on. I'll just try to like feed Harley's legs into the pant legs one at a time.
But you banged up your knees really good. Like the knees are there, and your upper legs are there. Yeah, that's all. Meat wrapped in skeleton, or skeleton wrapped in meat. One of the two.
Scary the other way around.
Nosferatu. Could be both.
Harley,
Yeah.
can you please hold your leg steady so I can put it in the pants?
Yeah, just do what you need to do.
It's kind of like trying to put pants on a toddler. I need you to hold this steady so I can.
Yeah, it's like trying to put toothpaste.
Elena,
back in
can
the
you
tube.
please just hold the leg or something?
I try to
Oh, I
reach
know
and
to
grab
help
one
you.
of the
I
jelly
know.
legs and just kind of like, oh.
I'm helping, and I'm just like,
Okay.
do you see what we are doing right now, Harley? Do you
Okay.
see this? Let this be a lesson to you.
Okay.
This is when Charlotte walks out of her room.
Yeah.
Shove the pants on. Okay. 2 quick points of order. 1, is Harley talking out loud to his beast, or is that all internal conversation?
That's all internal.
Cool. 2, how long did all this take, storyteller? Did this take the additional 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, this has taken about an hour or so.
Okay,
Like, you,
cool.
You would
So-
have gotten the message.
Yes, I got the message. Just go be down soon and finish up all this and just stand up.
Charlotte looks at the intern without pants and Harley getting his pants put on. She's like, well, it looks like you guys had fun.
I need 2 more.
There are interns spread about on couches being tended to.
Okay, and I'll
With
turn
orange
to
slices.
I'll turn to Elena and just go. I am going downstairs. How hungry are you?
I need to eat. I need to
Okay,
feed. I can wait though.
I'm going downstairs. I'm going downstairs, and I'm going to eat. So you eat, and then I will take care of it, and we will be fine.
Are you sure?
I said take care of it, and then we'll be fine.
All right. And I will feed from Charlie. I'm only gonna take. I don't know. Where are you at right now?
I'm at 3, so
I'll take 1.
yeah, let's stick with normal with last time.
Yep. Take the 1.
Yeah, Mona bites in, just again like the impulsive, just like hand on in the hair, like ow.
I love it when she eats vampires.
Seems to be
It's
happening
so
a
dirty.
lot.
And pull
But,
back.
I'll take the 1 and. Thank you.
You're welcome. And blood starting like to pour down from the eyes again, like blood, like red is just welling up under like the white. I will be back soon. Look at everybody bleeding from the face and exit and walk downstairs to meet up with Clayton and Maria, and unless they got a babysitter tonight, Gregory.
They were unable to get a babysitter this particular evening, but as you increase in hunger yet again, you hear something in the back of your back of your mind that you can't quite place. You're not sure exactly what it is, and I'm gonna play that off of my phone because I can do that. Ready? This should be it. As soon as it plays, give me 1 sec. And it's deciding to not play. All right.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Ignore it, keep walking to the elevator. Write it down. hoping I don't run into anybody because I'm bleeding from the face and my chest and my hands.
You do not run into anybody. Fortunately, at this particular point in the evening, it's kind of sparse for elevator activity, especially in condos.
I'll exit to meet up with them wherever they are, if they're in their car or.
Yeah, they would have pulled into the parking garage.
Okay. I'll just walk into the parking garage and go up to the driver's side window and just knock, leave a couple bloodstains on the window as I do it.
They lower the window.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you're looking kind of rough.
It's been a little rough. It's been a little rough. Do you mind if I get in?
Sure.
Thank you.
Do we need to go anywhere?
Oh, no. We'll be fine. I'll just open the back door. I'll sit in. Hi, Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory doesn't really say anything.
Yep. Okay. Hi. Going to need you all to just hang tight for a second, and in a flash, I'm going to feed from all three of them. Greg taking 2 hunger from Gregory and 1 from each of the parents.
All right.
Just to drop me down to hunger 1. And as I pull away from each one of them, I'm making eye contact and I'm going, forget this. Forget this. Forget this. And once it's all done, just thank you all for driving me here. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I didn't.
Please,
where are we? What is going on?
We were out. We were out to dinner. Spilled all over myself.
Oh yeah, you should probably get a dry cleaner for that.
And that's exactly why I'm here. And thank you so much. I understand that Gregory is feeling kind of ill. He needs the rest. So please let me know if I can do anything at all to repay you for this. I very much appreciate it. And you take care, buddy, okay? Just pat the kid on the head.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And just get out of the car and wave goodbye.
Oh, bye.
Bye. Watch them drive away.
Cassandra, are you still preparing orange slices?
Yeah, tending to these poor little interns.
I'm sure they
And
like
have hot
really like it
chocolate.
when Cassandra's around now.
Yeah. She's like petting them like, are you feeling better?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
I think if the other 2 were procured for me, I would have taken myself back down to hunger 1, and then I would have kind of looked at Elena like, "You good? I'm fine now. If you need any."
And with that, I still have, I'm not at 1 yet, I'm at 2 at the moment, so, get 2 more interns, or 1 more and knock them out, and,
We are going through Charlotte's interns.
Yeah.
We're all napping afterwards.
and, yeah, she will,
Company nap time after this.
feed from Harley, and then feed Harley another intern.
What a complicated web we weave.
Mm-hmm.
It's the relationship map where you just tie everything together in one big circle.
Or it's like a daisy chain. So Harley's feeding from the intern, and Elena's latched onto his wrist. Just
Yep. That is how it is. To take myself back down to.
This is the worst version of the human centipede I've ever seen.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That is
worse
a
than the
lie,
third one.
oh my god.
When she's done, she's gonna look at Harley and she's just gonna be. This is getting very, very dangerous.
Agreed. And plus side now. I mean, I obviously am not going anywhere yet, but we're done dealing with the building.
For your second mind, I hope so.
I'm not going back in there. If Charlotte's in the room, I'm gonna look at him like, I am not going back in that fucking building.
I don't particularly like that building, and I just bought a new building, so old hat.
I like the sound of that.
I would prefer not to go back into the building as well, but I'm not going to say that I won't, because circumstances sometimes require us to do what we do not want to do.
We are not going back in that building again. Please listen, we're not going back in that fucking building.
I don't intend on it.
I mean, didn't you implant some nanites or something? Can't we just view the building from the outside? Is that how it works?
Sure. I've done all that I can do.
You've set up spiders in the web.
Yes, the series of tubes are now connected in the way that I need them to be connected, and as long as they don't take the time to take their shit offline, scrub everything, and put it back together, which in the grand scheme of things is not going to be cost effective. They'd have to wipe the entire fucking network. And
right.
Yeah,
and
they're just gonna have to deal with it. I would
they
hope.
won't have access to their Facebooks anymore.
Can you at least, at the moment, I know you can't really move around too much, but can you at least wipe any footage that might be there so that...
But that's
nothing
where
is
we're
being
ahead of
seen?
you, because I already had him do that when he was just only a half of a body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to give them a reason to do as you say, wipe the whole network.
No, I nuked their entire surveillance system. They're going to be looking at like 2 or 3 days worth of no data. Period.
Looks like Al Gore should have made the internet more complicated.
I'll re-enter from the garage at this point.
She'll look at Charlie and are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm not making eye contact with Elena right now. I'm fine, thank you. How is everybody?
Much better.
Good.
Cassandra, how are you? Are you square?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No bullshit, you're okay.
No bullshit. I'm totally fine. Trevor is something else.
Well, I
Which
meant
is why I want him in my new house.
He is. I said some very unkind things in anger to him, and I took them back.
You were rude to Trevor.
I was upset.
anybody.
I knew you guys were safe as soon as I saw Meat Hook come and scoop you up.
I was upset.
So now what are we going to do?
Well, I right now just feel the need to apologize for what happened. And I mean, I know I said some stupid shit earlier on the helicopter, but no, you guys didn't have to come for me. You could have just left me.
Yes, we did.
She's gonna slap him again.
And I'm gonna slap him too.
Slapstick
You
style, one from
continue
either
to
side.
You continue to say dumb things, you're going to continue to be hit.
Yeah, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. I already paid money for you.
And we like you.
Yeah.
Money aside.
I like my house, and I paid for that too.
Well, but
And my shoes.
the point being that, you know, if I ever have the opportunity to repay you all for getting me out of there, you know, I'm going to do it without a second thought. And I want to say thanks.
I've heard about your apartment. I don't think you can afford it.
We're
it was
friends.
repaid.
That's what we do.
I know. But I needed to just get that off my chest. I could have died. Everyone else could have died. God knows what would have happened. I mean, I saw the squelchy whatever. God knows what the hell that thing could have done to you. I suck at this. I'm sorry, but no, we're together. That's what's important. Thank you. I'm sorry. I am gonna not take as many risks in the future. I as soon as as well.
Bullshit.
I
The odds are
Yeah,
very low.
I don't believe you.
No.
But if I would have known that security guard was one of those black spiral things, I wouldn't have even engaged. I would have gotten the hell out of there. And I should have thought that was gonna. It didn't even cross my mind. But we're
I don't know.
cool.
Everybody's in such a sour mood about. Ever since we got together as a team, we've accomplished everything we've set out to do, and I don't see any problem with it.
We shouldn't have won that fight.
That part is correct. It's very, very low odds. Typically, we got very, very lucky. Very lucky. I'm
But
not really sure how.
We did win the fight.
I'm
And
not.
I shot a werewolf in the face with a gun.
And it
Usually
kept
that's
on
not-
coming. That's just to use that as a reminder.
Yeah, usually that's not very helpful, but yeah.
It felt awesome.
Oh,
She's holding the gun.
oh.
I'm gonna take the gun from her and put the
Maybe we
safety
should
back
do that
on.
anyway.
gun. No, my gun.
But
Okay,
if-
do you know how the safety works? It's flick. See?
Didn't think
Oh, you
anything was
control it.
safe about a gun. It's a gun.
But if it wasn't for Trevor, we could have gotten royally fucked. So,
I wasn't ready for the third one.
no. So, let's see, I'm already going back on my word. I think I at least need to pay Alexandru and Trevor a small courtesy visit just to say thanks because I wasn't there.
See, what did I tell you?
God damn it.
We don't. I mean, I don't know how you move a room to another building, but we'll find a way. I have a lot of money.
Are we going to?
Yeah, I want a Trevor.
No, we can't leave them behind.
Yeah.
The logistics
Alright.
involved with this is going to.
And that
don't-
Alexandru is a sculptor when it comes to meat. Next time we lose our legs, maybe he could just make us some new ones without having to train all of my interns. I'm not
No.
going to get any work done this week.
You don't want
Charlie.
to ask for that.
You thought discarding a pair of dead legs was going to be a problem. Just wait until they try to remove Trevor from the building. To the new building.
I don't want to think about that right now. I'm going to not think about that right now.
We might
Actually,
need
I'm
a few
going
more
to.
helicopters.
That's,
I think we should rent a U-Haul.
this is a problem for tomorrow, Charlie.
But when it's convenient, or at least call them or whatever. But I do need to get that off my chest.
Do they have a telephone?
I have his card.
Does it have a phone number?
Does it have a phone number?
It does, in fact, have a phone number.
See, he's a people. He has a phone.
That's a very
offense,
loose term.
Elena.
I'll call him later.
Okay.
Very funny.
Elena has a phone.
I do.
Technically.
Elena has a brick.
It
It does
gets
what
the
it's
job
supposed
done.
to do.
It
I had
worked.
that phone in the 60s.
They
I mean, to be fair, if it doesn't get emojis, what's the point?
You can do the
Emoticons.
the symbol, the
Yeah.
punctuation, and it makes
Mhm.
faces.
Yeah, if
Why
it's
should I take the
1994.
extra 2 minutes to do a
Like
face
1994.
when I just need you to know the message that I'm trying to send you?
To
What is the
convey
point
your
of a face?
tone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Can't tell if
if
you're
someone-
sarcastic.
I'm
if you don't have
pretty
a
sure
smirky
it's
face.
obvious what my tone is going to be every time I send you a message.
Yeah,
That's
she's
fair.
she's pretty even toned.
It's a
Yeah.
valid point, yeah.
Yeah.
So, way forward. mission accomplished fucking over Pentex? Are we content with saying that?
Yes.
I would not be content with saying any of that until after. I would give it a couple of days. Make sure that what has been left behind is not traced back completely, or they don't, get the idea that it might have been us.
Oh,
They're a really, really big company, aren't they?
Let's not be premature right now about it.
I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, at least until tomorrow. So, I mean, if I can... They're probably not going to notice anything until at least tomorrow when, the actual people who are worth something come in during the daytime hours. So, I mean, at the very least, tomorrow night I can take a look to see if I still can do what I want to do.
They're a really big company. I'm not sure how much we did, but I think that the people there are not going to be very happy. So there's that. And, I mean, there's also a giant hole in their window and a body on the street below from the window. So they have to deal with that, too.
That reminds me of something. Harley,
Yeah.
you wiped the footage from that building. Can you do it from the surrounding areas as well?
That's going to be tricky. It's going to be easier if I, had, local access. But, I mean, I can try it from here.
I think you should probably do that, because when they find it, they have no footage. I am thinking about going to other buildings to look at other footage to see who it was, especially with the giant hole in the side, where a window used to be. I can only imagine that somebody of any kind of technological mindset would probably consider the same things.
Look at the brain on Elena. Did you go to tech school or something?
The cameras in the other buildings they shouldn't capture that far and that what depth of field unless they're aimed directly at the building.
Just
though.
let her
And
have this.
we came in from the ceiling and left from it too. We didn't even come in from the street.
But there was a helicopter
Wow.
that was hovering outside of the building.
Don't worry, I covered up the license plates.
Black
The
unmarked
helicopters
helicopter.
Have them?
They've got the registration on the tail.
Is that what you covered up?
Yeah, the numbers.
Okay.
I put some tape on it.
I thought
knew
you
it
put a
was
license plate on your helicopter.
No, that would be silly. It's not a car.
Yes, that would be silly.
That would be very silly.
That would be just a bridge too far.
The only thing that I could think of that would be a concern, we don't have to worry about on street local CCTV that the city might have set up. But if there were any buildings, we'll say the same relative size, that might have some kind of security cameras to monitor roof access, that's going to be the only thing I can think of. And quite frankly, there's going to be there's going to be the opportunity that I'm going to miss something. That's going to be a given. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, it's something I can at least try. This is going to take me a while, though.
I think we may have covered all of our bases to the best of our ability tonight. And I think that despite the way that things went in the middle, we exceeded the probability that I was foreseeing. And we're okay.
And honestly, if they investigate our floor, it's going to look like we got murdered with all of the dead bodies and the broken windows. So.
Oh, yes. That is true.
We've got another card in our sleeve, though. That Inquisition goon that got mind rolled. We said, "Oh my, you put that idea in his head that it was Pentex that did it."
Yes.
So
Playing 4D chess.
I'm
like a Russian Facebook bot.
That reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Did anybody get Skip out of the helicopter? because I kind of had my hands full with Harley.
Did we forget
Cassandra would
Skip?
have gotten Skip. Cassandra wouldn't have left someone behind.
Okay.
He was the first one on the couch.
He's on the pile
Yeah, he's sitting on the couch
with his
looking
juice
around
box.
like
There are no piles.
well, with everybody drained of blood, there's pretty much a pile in the middle of the floor.
Hi, Skip.
Hi.
How you feeling?
All right.
Cool.
You look all.
Sorry about the thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Hey, Skip, come here.
He goes over.
Grab my ankle.
He grabs your ankle.
And it's all like...
Yeah, it's yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, sit the fuck back down.
All right.
Why are you being mean to Skip?
Thank you for your help, Skip.
We really
that note-
appreciate
It's probably a good time to take a break.
Yes.
Poor Skip.
A note of bullying Skip.
Oh my god.
All right, go into intermission. All right, we're in intermission.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We were doing some weird stuff with feeding on interns. So, in case you missed all of that,
Nothing weird about that.
Nope.
yeah.
Sounds like
interns feed
Tuesday.
each other
Interns are the lifeblood of a company.
little Deadpool jelly legs.
And Anas has jelly legs. Okay. So, we are going to, I believe, proceed into the next evening. So, let's get rouse checks from everybody. Where did everybody sleep, actually, as well? Everybody just crashing at Charlotte's place?
Everyone is welcome to stay.
I definitely would have taken the safety in numbers approach and stayed there.
Aw. It's like a
I'm not
silver
carrying Harley back to the Haven. It's just not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah. Charlie would have gone. I need to change, and then I will come back. And he will walk downstairs, and walk back towards the house, and meet up with Florence there because we did not bring her to the helicopter, and she would have fucking run home.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't just like whiff her into the helicopter?
No, she was downstairs. Like, she was on the level with all the other people when you and I got pulled up. So if we all just fucking took off and were gone, she would just go home. I'll meet up with her.
Essentially.
And then everybody else who got new clothes
Change.
were ordered on Amazon just now.
Cassandra.
Rewrite my numbers, come back. Also, I succeeded my rouse check.
I did not.
Everybody else.
I succeeded on my rouse check, and I also went ahead and rolled for that last ag. I am now at hunger 2, and my health tracker is clear.
It's about fucking time. Now eat somebody.
Chill. We're finally in one fucking piece. Look, I can walk. So just chill the fuck out. Opportunity will present itself.
And as you are healing that, you basically feel like the cracking, like it's like, you know, cracking knuckles and just joints flexing as the bone actually repatriates itself into your jelly feet.
Jelly feet.
Fucking itchy. Ugh. All right.
Elena.
I don't want to hear it.
Elena.
I don't need to hear it right now. I know what you're going to say, and I will handle it once I'm able to.
The one with the numbers on his face. You should eat him.
I might have already done that just a little bit, but no, we're not going to go there now. I don't need to do
Oh,
that
but you
right
do.
now. Not yet. I'm not that far off right now. I'm okay. I will be okay. Don't
Preventative
worry.
measures. What have I taught you?
Not a damn thing.
Harsh.
If I'm going to be honest.
I'm gonna walk up on Elena while she's having this internal conversation. just stand there as she's like just sitting, like zoning or whatever the fuck is she's doing.
Are you okay, Charlie?
Yes, you looked busy, so I was waiting. Can I talk to you, please, for just a second? Thank you.
Of course.
I just walk. Oh, I'm assuming she's near Harley, so just walk away from her.
I will.
Charlotte leans
Follow.
over to Cassandra's.
And just like make away from the other, just head like close to hers. I just wanted to apologize for keeping you from Harley. I did not want to prematurely cause problems. And I want you to know that I heard you yesterday. I was preoccupied. And I've heard you. And I would maybe we just leave yesterday as yesterday. And yes.
She's gonna hit him.
Another slap?
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Throw a drink in his face.
Probably shouldn't have been Maybe not as forceful with my
Double
words
apology?
as I was. I was a little bit on edge as well. And I would agree that perhaps it is best that we leave yesterday as yesterday.
I think
Except for Harley's case. I am not going to let him
I
live that down.
completely understand. Completely understand. Yes.
And before we completely forget about yesterday, I would like to say thank you again for helping me out. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
You needed the help. I needed to help. We don't have to make this a regular thing. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but you needed the help and I wanted to help.
I appreciate it. Now we can leave yesterday as yesterday.
Yes. We can do that. Okay,
Well,
I'll
that was
turn
like-
and walk away.
I've
Like
barely
turn and walk
been
away, just like
counted as
right towards Charlotte and Cassandra's.
Old
Hi.
tea.
who both put on very innocent, not suspicious faces.
Oh, I love your dress.
Yo, I love your shoes like always.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll go back to Harley. Just be like, can you walk on your own yet?
Yes, I can. And I get up and I actually play it being a smartass, and I do the, I kind of jump and do like the little heel click, and then there, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Did we learn lessons from yesterday?
Yeah, we did. I need to stop assuming all of the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Although I would like to argue the point that what needed to be done, I was the only one who could have
If you
done
said I'm going to hit you, if you say that stupid phrase again, I'm going to hit you again. Anytime moving forward, let us just go ahead and be clear now. Anytime moving forward that you say that again, you're going to get hit. I don't care if I'm not even in the building with you, you're going to get hit. Okay?
Oh, she's got to do that.
Understood. And thank you.
Good.
What a thanks and apologies going on today.
Yeah. Good thing we haven't ever done anything wrong that needs to be apologized for.
Of course not.
You know that I'm still standing in front of you, yes?
Of course.
Okay.
Shit.
Or I'll just walk away.
So, Charlotte, ma'am, all your juice boxes from last night, they're all good?
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're used to. I mean, they're not used to days like this, but they've come to expect days like this.
Okay.
I don't know why. Never had to drain all of them at once.
Well,
I mean, they're basically useless.
I made a point to not kill anybody, so
And I appreciate that.
you're welcome.
They are the lifeblood of my company, of course.
Literally.
You should also tell Sandra to buy more actual juice boxes.
I thought that's what he was talking about, and I was like, who cares about the juice boxes? I had Sandra clean them up last night.
So, where do things sit now? Do we just go underground for a while and let the Pentex situation cool off? Plot, scheme, plan? I mean, what's next? The only thing that I really would like to see accomplished is I want to wreck the fuck out of Pentex's little GMO bullshit that they're doing with that corn. That is the only other personal thing that I want to see accomplished. Otherwise, I'm at your beck and call, ma'am. But what do we do?
Sure. Did we get a location on the farm?
Storyteller, did we?
Not as of yet.
Not yet. But that's doing what we did yesterday. That should eventually, hopefully, give me the information I need for that.
Oh, yes, you're.
So, but I mean, what other directives did your people give you as far as the whole Alexander Industries thing? You're just supposed to mind the store until what?
Yeah, I think I got set up.
Yeah, you did.
So I'm not like particularly into upholding, my end of the deal. Like, I don't think I'm gonna just sit there and continue to be set up.
You're kind of talking my language here.
So, I mean, my priority was to just get the company in order, which I already started. Sandra, how's the housing market doing?
It's Vancouver. It's always going up.
I'm richer than I was yesterday. By the way, I love it when you call me ma'am. Keep doing that. That kind of attitude will get you a raise.
And she goes back to cutting orange slices.
So, all right. So, let me offer a suggestion, and I'm kind of just giving Elena a little bit of a side eye. But
Oh, put it in the suggestion box.
you've got a suggestion box.
Yes.
Okay.
Write
What
it
is
down.
it?
It's a tissue box. What? It's a
No,
suggestion
we don't
box.
need a suggestion box. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a
That is
corporate
for
exercise.
your interns. That's for your interns.
You actually let the interns put suggestions in it?
It makes them feel special, I'm sure.
Yeah, I never look at it though, but I promise I'll look at this one. It's empty right now.
How about I say it verbally now, but I promise I'll fill out an index card with my recommendation.
That would make me happy.
Okay. So, you got
Sandra pipes up. Oh, I could get little cards that have like things that you check off.
Yes.
forward thinking. So, you got hung out to dry. What do you want to do about it? If it were me in your position, having the money and influence that you have, I'd want to crush every single motherfucker that got in my way.
Oh, that does sound fun. I mean, I'm not really one for, the spotlight where, you're just crushing all of your corporate foes and stepping all over them, but I've never been set up to die before, so it might have unlocked something in me.
So, I'm throwing that out as a suggestion.
I like it. Make sure you put it in the box.
I will put it in the box. But, I mean, once again, this is... I'm for all intents and purposes, your employee. I'm going to do whatever you think you need to tell me to do.
Well, let's find out why we were set up, and then we'll know who to step on.
Curious. What if it was the Camarilla that set you up completely? Are you prepared to step on them?
It'd be so messy.
Could
Good
be the
excuse to buy new shoes?
Now you're speaking my language. 3 new pairs of shoes, actually. Shoes for everyone.
could
Let's
be the
all
prince.
step on the Camarilla, and let's all get new shoes.
I like this. So... All right,
Especially Charlie. Shoes are...
Yeah. So let's if we're gonna go along with this course of action, we do need to come up with a game plan. And I mean, you've got point one pretty much nailed into place. Figure out why, figure out who. So it would start with the person who approached you about this, their boss, and then Prince Bastion.
The chain of command.
Exactly. Because, I mean, that is, of course, that whatever happened at the art gallery is still, like, I mean, you would assume that, you know, Prince Bastion would have made it out. You would assume that, yeah, I mean, the sheriff obviously did. Don't know about the seneschal. I mean, we got I mean, if you want to go through with this all the way, ma'am, this is gonna get bloody, and I know I need to take better care of myself, and we all need to, you know, do the whole friend thing and look out for each other. But this is something that's going to be, I mean, the situation with Pentex, we didn't have that good of an idea what we were stepping into, but if we go forward with this, we know exactly what we're going to get into. It's going to be a gigantic pile of shit.
Well, the first rule of war is to never fight the war yourself, so we shouldn't have to worry about getting split in half again. Maybe after some sufficient research, we find out who set us up, we find out why we were set up, and then we pit some other kind of separate entity against it, and we have them choke each other to death, and then we swoop in at the end, and then we do all the stepping, and then we get new shoes.
Typical Camarilla tactics, and they work.
I'm a little bothered by all the moving parts of this. Because we have Alexander, who was on Pentex's payroll and employing a person who was working with the Second Inquisition, who was and so we have those two moving parts, and then Alexander was killed by the people that owned Cassandra's bar, who then who then wound up in the middle of an explosion on Elysium when the murder got pinned on somebody else. There's a lot of pieces here, and
So who stands to benefit from all of these moving parts? What is the function of this machine?
I don't know if there's a machine.
Well, it's the Camarilla. Everyone's trying to fuck over everybody.
No, what I mean is, like, the more that I roll it around and try to connect all of the threads, it feels like Charlotte was given a company to run because that's the standard thing to do when the Ventru want to keep the Ventru company in the Ventru hands. And it just so happened that you dropped right into the middle of something that was already moving, and we came along in it. I don't think that we were getting set up.
So you don't think it's a conspiracy?
I think there is a conspiracy, but the odds of the conspiracy factoring around us are significantly smaller than the odds of the conspiracy that was already in place because of all of the things that were already happening that none of us were involved in until we showed up. And
so we're expendable fall guys.
Collateral
that's
damage.
much more probable, yes.
More than likely that is the case.
Or rather, ma'am, Miss Charlotte, you are expendable.
Ma'am, it's fine.
You're all accidental.
Well, if I'm expendable, then you're all expendable.
Oh yes, no, it's causation at that point. But
yeah.
They had only planned for you.
Yeah. No, I'm usually not expendable. That kind of hurts my feelings a little bit.
And that's something that can be addressed, but that's sort of where I'm coming down on this, because there are a lot easier ways to kill us. A lot easier.
Yeah, you didn't really need the Rube Goldberg machine, did you?
No. I imagine the sheriff could have killed us if he wanted to.
Sure, we'll go with that. So perhaps it would be a fair thing to say that maybe Charlotte, you should talk to the person that put you into your position with Alexander Industries and find out who told them to find someone and just follow the ladder up.
That sounds like a plan. We can get on that right away. Expendable. Charlotte Hardin's expendable. It's when. Trolling done.
I kind of give Elena another glance and like a little bit of a smirk and a subtle nod.
Them expendable. I'll expend their lives
Make the
from this
call.
mortal coil.
She just gives Harley a nod.
Go ahead, make the call.
Yeah, I'll make the call.
Let's get this shit
I'll make the
started.
call in front of everybody. I'll put it on speaker.
There you go.
So you're calling, I'm guessing, Victor Davenport?
Mm-hmm.
It rings. Eventually, hello,
Victor, how are you?
Charlotte.
Good to hear. So I had a couple of questions about my new appointment.
Go on.
Mostly the whole, we got attacked by like armed gunmen, and also the company is a shell company, and I wasn't expecting any of that. Can you help me out there a little bit?
Who were the gunmen?
Did we find out who the gunmen were? I just noted the guns. You're on speaker.
Yeah, I can hear that.
We are pretty sure that those were Second Inquisition, or at least they were connected to them.
So why would they have attacked you and Alexander Industries?
Great question. And why is there
That is what
Sabat in our building?
Why is what in the building?
Sabat. Pentex.
All of them. Well, there's the Pentex in the building, and then there's the. There's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts.
What's all the
Pentax says
ghosts?
they're a
Not every
ghost.
building has ghosts.
Pentax says their
Garu.
fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah, one of them was Alexander, though. Kind of was up to the knuckle in it.
That's unsurprising.
The point, though, we were able to confirm this information. The Second Inquisition had a little side deal going on with the Alexander Industries and Pentex. They both gave the SI names and locations, and the SI hit the targets. The SI was also experimenting on Kindred in one of their safe houses.
That was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would make the most amount of sense. That's partially how the Camarillas ended up in this particular shithole to begin with.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, why is that all being dumped on me?
Didn't know it was.
So I think you should make a call and find out.
No, I knew that Alexander was dead. I just wanted you in there to take over that particular business. I didn't actually know how or what specific dealings he was into. I just knew that it was flush with money.
So this was a unilateral decision?
Yes.
It wasn't flush with money. It was shuffling it around, and the books were all faked, and wasn't good. It
wasn't
good.
bad.
It wasn't good.
Pretty easy to fix.
It was easy to fix, but it wasn't good. It was really bad.
There's money now that Charlotte's in charge.
There is money now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
And that's why I sent you in there.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why we see eye to eye, Victor.
So why are you calling me now?
Because we just survived almost getting killed like 3 times, and I've been busy for the past 2 days. I've been meaning to call.
It was a lot.
Almost killed by the gunman?
By the gunmen, by the werewolves that were in the suite above us. We thought by a meat room, but he's cool.
Sorry, by a what?
Don't worry about it. Anybody else try and kill us?
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm
I lose
almost
track.
certain that there are probably
Significantly more
people.
people have tried to kill me in the past 2 days than in any of the times working as a upper management for any of the other companies.
That's
So-
true.
I mean, if we're keeping score, it was the Second Inquisition twice,
Twice.
Pentex once, and
Once.
then, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right.
No,
And
the
last
SI
night.
was 3 times. It's been a busy couple of days.
So needless to say, we've relocated.
Go on.
We've purchased another tower that they will not let me put my name on, which is extremely annoying. I'm sure you're one of the only people who can understand that.
It occasionally is good to have your name on things.
It's always good to have your name on things. Look at that tower. It's the Ardennes Tower. It's advertisement. Anyways.
So let's circle back around to the werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Were they in any way connected to Agamemnon Industries?
What's that?
Probably best if you don't ask. If you don't know, it's less information that you need.
Well,
Oh no. Now I'm asking. What
And
is
we have to
this
ask
that
because
you
they're
are-
dead,
what?
so we can't ask them. So
I shot one in the head with my gun.
I kind of pantomimed to the group.
It was impressive.
tickle fight?
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
So,
I.
have you heard of anything called a glass walker?
Is that like
Do I know what that is?
a
Do you want to
moonwalk
roll
or-
intelligence in a cult?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
I
Let's
will
do
as
that.
well.
Is that like a moonwalker or?
No.
Jamona.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
3 successes. It sounds vaguely familiar.
I also got 3.
It also sounds vaguely familiar.
I've heard of the term, but I can't place it.
Why don't you explain?
The glasswalkers are a type of werewolf. They tend to hang around the cities more often than the other ones.
Do they get really angry and wild, crazy like other ones, or are they like different? Or
They tend to keep things a little bit more calm,
I
but
don't
they're
think
still
with them.
fucking werewolves.
I mean, they were security, so maybe they got the more brutish ones, so mind the building at night.
Maybe.
So Agamemnon Industries is not in that building.
The god.
No.
Would I have any
The god
knowledge?
that.
Wait, we would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
The god
No.
that we encountered.
The answer to that is no.
Yeah, just like kind of like mentally roll back through like a couple days ago, and I was just scouring through. Everybody was in there. No. No, they were not.
The
Excellent.
guards that we encountered were spiral dancers, not glasswalkers.
Oh, so they were Pentax.
Yeah,
I think we
said
already
that
said that.
You did not. You said werewolves were trying to attack you. There was Pentax
We
in the
didn't
building.
specify. Yeah,
And there was a meat floor.
It seems as though most of the other offices are Pentax.
They could be
Looking at the
argued.
books, we seem to be kind of very reliant on the relationship with Pentax.
There was a lot of them. There's less now, but
Pentax
there was a lot of them.
subsidiaries, yeah.
You could even
More
argue
like
that
an infestation of Pentax.
I did take the liberty of severing all of those ties at once.
That may have been a mistake.
Oh, wait. I thought we told you not to do that. We
No.
agreed we were not doing that.
I thought about doing it, and then my wonderful team told me not to right away. Because
So you didn't actually sever them.
No, I
most
didn't.
of them.
I thought about it.
Quite a few, but not all of it.
Yeah, Pentax gets a little twitchy when you start messing with their finances.
They're probably already twitchy for the other stuff.
This is fair.
Probably.
So, what's the plan from here?
You're going to tell us about the Agamemnon?
Agamemnon?
What did you even ask about that? What is their connection?
You mentioned werewolves.
Hmm.
Those are pretty much the only werewolves that I know of that are in the city.
Okay.
Well, there were
Nothing
3
else
more, and now there aren't. I don't know if the one that we met before that was one of those 3 that aren't. So maybe there's one more.
Oh, I forgot about that one, the ugly one.
Yeah, I'll let Lucas know.
And yeah.
Who's Lucas? Do we know Lucas?
Lucas is one of those glasswalkers that I mentioned.
Oh, okay. That is good to know. We can at least maybe, if we encounter one of those, drop a name, and maybe that would help us better our situation.
Probably won't.
No.
Pity.
Werewolves are kind of like us. It'd be like saying to a Bruja that, by the way, this Ventru sends their regards. Probably won't go over too well, and then you'll hear a bunch of bitching about Carthage.
I think we had a civil war about that.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, putting Charlotte in charge of Alexander Industries was just a whim on your part. There was nothing else that went.
She's
into
one of the
this.
best what she does.
That's
I knew I wasn't expendable.
Was there anybody else? Did you find the information about Alexander Industries out by somebody else, perhaps?
No. I just knew that Alexander Devonshire had met an untimely end. And we needed somebody in there to take it over.
And it's 100% unequivocally confirmed that he is dead.
Oh, he's very dead.
Why does everybody seem to think that he's not?
Was it you that he
The
answered
Masquerade.
to? Did he answer to you?
Who, Alexander?
Yes.
No.
Who did he answer to?
Well, apparently Pentax.
Aside from Pentax, who within your ranks did he answer to?
Within the city? Well, I am
Sure.
the Ventru Primogen, but clearly he was trying to make his way up the ranks outside of the Camarilla.
That's unfortunate.
So you don't know if he was talking to anybody else within the Camarilla?
Oh, I have no doubt he was probably trying to talk to a few people within the Camarilla.
Names.
Right. Names. That is what I'm getting to. I need names. please?
That's part of the reason why I sent you in there to try to figure out who he was dealing with.
We do have access to all the files.
We do.
There's mountains of it, though, and it's going to take us forever to sift through that, which is why...
Yeah, it's all on sticky paper for some reason.
Yeah, if any...
Part of the problem with Alexander Devonshire was that he was an asshole. He was trying to move up the ranks within the Camarilla, forcing his way into certain things that he wasn't supposed to be going into, like the casinos, which is my territory.
So who in particular would stand to gain the most with his death?
With his death?
Who had
Me.
a hard-on for him?
Define hard-on.
A hard-on to see him ashed.
I think the better question is who would like to see him dead, but also wouldn't be aware that he's already dead and send the Inquisition on me?
That is a question that you would probably have to dig through the files for. See, I didn't like him, but I had no control of the destruction tradition. I would have ashed him ages ago had I had that opportunity. But fortunately, there's an asshole in the city named Beckett who showed up, and he decided to make somebody dead.
So we met some people that said that what you just said, and we met them at the building that got blown up when there were people in it that were being held responsible for that instead of him. So
Elysium, the attack on the Elysium.
right. So, but that's a very interesting thing to bring up because did it get revealed that it was Beckett, or did the Camarilla know that it was Beckett, but they were putting other people on trial? Because you're the primogen of an entire clan, and you know that it was Beckett.
How new are you, anyway? This is a general question for all of you.
Not.
I've been around.
I keep to myself.
The Camarilla tends to work in a certain way. If you have someone in your particular territory that ends up dead, it doesn't really make sense to blame somebody who's not in the city anymore. The Camarilla likes justice. Forced if necessary. If a couple thin bloods happen to be tossed into the meat fryer, that's no skin off the Camarilla's ass, and it keeps up appearances.
Why would you admit that over a telephone call to other people?
Because the prince is missing, and it was the prince's idea.
So,
And
the seneschal's in charge now?
is missing?
In theory, the seneschal's in charge.
Who's really in charge?
Who's in charge?
Probably
right
the
now?
seneschal.
Probably the primogen, because all we can do is really run the clans.
Your guess is as good as mine. I've been hearing rumors here and there.
Like
I would
what?
love to hear these rumors.
Rumor has it's one or two of the others are making their way up the ranks and possibly going to be making a bid for Praxis.
Anyone in particular that we should be aware of?
Hazun.
Does that name ring a bell to me?
It rings a lot of bells for you.
Gotcha.
That is the Lasombra Primogen.
Oh dear. That, fuck. This is not the greatest news. I just, I don't have any words.
Okay.
I think we've probably taken up enough of your time, sir. We should probably ruminate on.
One more thing,
Yeah.
real quick. Out of curiosity, is there anybody, who is the most likely to want to see you dead?
To want to see me dead?
Yes.
Probably the rest of the Primogen Council.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we will look through the information that we have to find out who in the Camarilla would have wanted to orchestrate the attack on Alexander, and possibly if it's connected to the other things, because that is why you brought Charlotte and the rest of us on. That is what we will do.
Indeed.
Okay.
Well, it was lovely talking to you.
As always.
You have a wonderful evening.
And the phone line goes dead.
I'm immediately going to look to the entire group and go, why are we the ones that are doing that?
This is bad. It is very not good at all. Like, it is. Oh,
No.
fuck.
No. The Prince Praxis, that's one thing, but why are we the ones that are investigating the Camarilla?
Because Charlotte hired us to do it.
Grunt work gets dumped off on middle management, which is weird because I'm the CEO of Alexander Industries.
Yeah,
The case in point. I think I speak for everyone when I say I don't fully trust a single word that came out of his mouth. There's some things that he definitely.
Except for the part where he said that I was great.
Oh, that's a given, ma'am.
Yeah, that's not even up for question.
Thank you.
There's. I'm fighting with the Occam's razor concept that yes, it is as simple as it sounds. That yes, you were just put in this position because he wanted to shore Alexander Industries up, and you can't tell me that a clan Primogen didn't have a better grasp on what one of his clanmates was doing.
That would be pretty incompetent.
That reeks of such utter bullshit.
speaking of incompetence, how long have you been part of the Camarilla, Charlotte?
Oh, I can't even. Let me check my sheet.
Storyteller, real quick, what exactly do I know about Hazum?
He's been Primogen for about 10 years, and he's utterly ruthless.
Not somebody that I want to be besties with. Got it.
I guess if you want to be besties with him, that's fine.
To answer your question about 40 years, you lose track when you're making numbers and money go up.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of slowly make eye contact with Harley and Elena and Cassandra.
How many eyes do you have?
So scan the room. Okay.
All right. Well, I don't even know where to start. That was a lot of info that he willingly gave up on a phone line. But the fact remains that even from my perspective with the Camarilla, I would not have trusted him anyway, but I trust him even less, if that makes any sense. The bullshit with trying to toss Erasmus's crew under the bus, I mean, that reeks of just standard typical Camarilla bullshit. Yes.
But do you just correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not. He said thin bloods.
Yeah, they mentioned that there were Thin Bloods that were being held trial, and then that they were there because they knew what actually happened. But yeah, then
This is what I'm getting confused.
well, that's the thing, is like the Camarilla had the Thin Bloods on trial for them, and then he just up and told us that he knows that this Beckett person killed Alexander, which implements your friend Cassandra and your friend's friends. But he just told us that because the prince is missing.
He said that it was the prince's idea, and that now the prince is missing. That is why he was not concerned with telling us.
Maybe he
about
didn't
it.
expect that we
Yeah,
would
that's not
investigate these Thin Bloods.
They were in the building. They might be dead, or maybe they're not dead. I don't know.
It's hard saying with Thin Bloods. They're fucking weird. But
Yeah, but
stringing up the Thin Bloods because they can't Prince Bastion couldn't get her hands on Beckett. It's fucking very on brand for the Camarilla. We've got these people who can't fight back against centuries of entrenched power, and we're going to just make them
so just
fucking
to
cams.
just to clarify,
Down, Harley.
to clarify where we stand. Traditionally, in my 40 years in the Camarilla, I'm usually placed underneath a CEO of a company. It hasn't happened that I've been placed in command of a company. So perhaps in this situation, they're just expecting me, the exceptionally wonderful at my job and good listener Charlotte, to not investigate all of the mess that was just laid out on the phone to me like I'm stupid.
We can go with that, or just hear me out for a moment. But what if? I mean, you really think that it is coincidence that this is the first time that you're put in charge of a company like this? That it happens to be in the middle of this fucking mess that it is?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence at all. I think I'm a glorified janitor, and I was put in charge to clean up.
So, what if we don't do that?
Yeah, that's my thought exactly.
Because that's it's gonna be kind of difficult to just let it slide under the radar for some of the people in this group of ours.
How much of a statement are you willing to make, ma'am?
Any amount of statement that proves that I am not a janitor.
Take whatever streams of profit that you can still pull from Alexander Industries. Move it under your own corporation. Pull the plug on Pentex.
I
Make
think
sure
I can
your
do
name
that
is wiped from it.
pretty quickly, pretty easily.
Again, yeah, you fucking kick over the anthill and then set it on fire.
Oh, now I'm a real vampire, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
It would make a very big statement, and it would probably also get you lumped in with the rest of us.
I mean, you knew my political affiliation when you first.
I knew
brought
all
me
of yours
on.
except for Charlotte's.
So, you could also perhaps, more so Harley, perhaps could remove your name from anything that has an association with Alexander Industries and instead put, what was his name again, the one we were just
Victor
speaking to on
Davenport.
the phone? Right, put his name there.
Let's...
So that way when we cut all the lines for Pentex,
Well, so the thing,
we didn't cut the
Oh,
lines.
now you're
he
thinking
did.
like me.
so the thing that I was bringing up earlier, why I was asking about how long you'd been there, is because you could do all of that and get lumped in with us, but in the meantime, from what I can glean,
They're
as
not.
far as Victor Davenport is concerned, we're actually all lumped in with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to help a lot more if you want things to benefit you, because there's very influential people that think that we are a group of Camarilla.
Oh, so you're saying play dumb.
I'm saying that we have access to things that we're not supposed to have because they gave it to us.
Yeah, you did seem surprised by all the things that he said to me on the phone.
And he said that all to you because he assumed that you're not going to be doing anything about it, but it turns out that you have a group of people that are very much more connected than he realizes, with access to all this information that he doesn't fully know we all have. So maybe we don't pull the plug just yet. Maybe we
It's like a heist.
see how much we can overclock the generator.
Yeah. This is why Charlie and I get along so well. I'm usually fucking Hulk smash, and he's the one like, hey, no, let's look at it this way. So, yeah, Charlie, I like this. I like this a lot.
Are the rest?
As much as I like this plan of yours, I would also suggest having it as a contingency to make sure that Victor's name ends up on everything, so that when we do pull the plug, it wasn't us that pulled the plug.
Makes sense.
That's easy enough.
Cassandra, are you okay with this?
I like it. It sounds like a bloodless coup.
No, there's gonna be blood.
There's going to be lots of blood.
And then we'll need to buy shoes.
I like the shoe shopping part.
Can you, Cassandra, can you possibly reach out to Raz and let him know that they might want to... I hate using the term stay out of our way, but if you think Raz's crew can be trusted with not giving us up, then you might want to clue him in. Tell him just enough to keep them from interfering, but be ready to act as the safety net if necessary.
Well, it sounds to me as though we're starting a new company.
I'll reach out to him, yeah.
But ma'am, we can definitely. You're our in, and if there's nothing I like more, and you know this, is to fuck with cam shit.
Well, what I'm suggesting is if we are going to do just that, and you have some dirty friends from dirty places, why not shine them up? Because I only trust the people in this room at the moment.
Likewise.
So let's commit to only employing people that we can trust.
I will see what I can do.
I'm out on that one. The people that I trust are in this room.
And the other thing, we need to keep an eye on Hazoon. That guy's bad news, especially given circumstances. So before we do anything, we need to just give him as wide a berth as possible.
I don't even know who he is, so I was gonna just not pursue that part.
Charlie, do you remember that you once upon a time you thought that I was scary?
It comes and goes.
Once upon a time?
That is beside the point. Anyways, he's scarier.
I'll pass.
By like a lot.
My intention is not to become a target until I am way too far away to be shot. So that sounds like a plan.
That's reasonable.
And no one's expendable.
No one's expendable.
Except your legs, because apparently those come back pretty quickly.
And maybe Skip.
I like Skip.
You should
Skip
put
is
him
still on the
intern
couch.
payroll.
Is he
You should put
conscious
him on
right
the
now?
Intern payroll.
Oh yeah.
He was sitting there with like a juice box.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, and I look at him. You're going to have to get used to us talking about you as if you're not here because, quite frankly, you're not.
No, he gets to be one of Charlotte's interns now.
No, he's a step up from an intern.
He's a
Maybe we're
minimum
going to give
wage
him a step up.
employee?
Yeah,
That doesn't actually get paid minimum
he gets
wage.
paid less than minimum wage because he's a ghoul.
That's kind of illegal.
You also get room and board, probably.
Mhm.
Probably.
I just
So.
remembered. It is here, come here. And I'm going to walk over to him and open my wrist and shove my wrist into his mouth.
That's
Only one more day of this.
that's totally on brand for La Sombra. Come here. No wait.
That's what I thought. Come here, too slow.
Yeah, he drinks. He doesn't really have much of a choice.
Nope.
Well, then it sounds like we have a new building to set up.
And a new mission statement for the company.
Fuck
And we
the
should
can.
call Alexandru.
Yeah, I want that room. I want the meat room. I would have my interns do it, but
Yeah, if we're gonna be trying to utilize as many resources as we can get our hands on, that we can at least somewhat predict how they're going to act and behave, getting as a zimacy of his ability to, if not necessarily team up with us, but at least know that he's watching our backs, or Trevor's going to be watching our backs from wherever he ends up. I mean, he would make one hell of a security system.
and he could probably get eyes on our backs too.
Oh, I don't.
I don't want that.
And
Oh, no.
Alexander's not touching me ever. And I will just touch Trevor as much as is polite, but So no, let's.
Get a firm handshake.
I assume such, but yeah, we need to get them involved in our little conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Don't
We
think
don't-
they'll have a problem with it.
We don't have to call it that. We can call it a company direction.
Mm. Oh, I'm gonna call it a conspiracy, at least internally. This is, I mean, the sheer definition of the term is that this is a conspiracy.
No, conspiracies are fun. I like it.
Why don't we actually just call it what it is? It is a coup.
It is a coup.
I like that. Okay, we're a coup.
No, I think you're cool too.
Oh,
Just
And
you,
on
for
that,
that you don't get to keep your gun anymore.
You already took it.
Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't be trusted with it either.
give me
And
the
on-
gun.
This is
Oh,
gonna
that-
go great.
It's my gun.
on that particular note, now that we have a plan, we should probably end this particular session.
We did it. We found the plot.
Only took us what, 6 episodes?
8?
This is 8.
Oh my god, we're so
Yeah.
bad at
We're at
this.
8 now.
Episodes.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for attending. We're probably going to jump over to the other Vancouver by Night game, but first we're going to do quick outros of everybody and get all the info on where to find them. And let's start with Brennan.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I've been Charlotte. You can find me at youtube.com/GiboVT and on Twitter at Great Black Otaku. That's it.
That's it. And over to Zachary.
I'm Zachary Vaudo. That is my Twitter handle. You can find me on ATL by Night. We are back starting Tuesday, January 12th for season 4.
This Tuesday.
Yep. And you can also find me over on Gehenna Gaming for a little bit more this month. We're going to be finishing up our cult game. And maybe I'll be doing more things. Who knows?
Next is, I believe,
It's me.
Samantha.
Yeah, I'm Samantha McLarty, and all of my social media links are in the chat. That's where you can find me. I'm also going to be doing some stuff with Martlet Games. I'm really excited about that, like really excited about that. I have so many plots and plans already in the works. It's insane. But yeah, that's about it.
And Lex.
I'm Lex. I have been Cassandra. You can find me on Instagram at a redhead vixen. I will also be on Tuesdays over on the Helmgas channel, where I will be playing your favorite murder nun, and where things recently went very poorly.
Poorly for the murder nun? That
Oh
can't be
God,
right.
no.
Oh, okay. Poorly for the people who were against the murder nun. I got it.
Much murder.
And last but certainly not least, let's go with Harley, our resident tech person now, and Nosferatu.
Hi, Patrick Gill. I was Harley, and I am now whole. But anyways, yeah, you can find
You
me.
were half a Harley.
I was half a Harley with but I've got a sidecar now with the corpse legs.
Gotta keep those.
Bad joke. Anyways, yeah, my Twitter handles there at LichterXIX. Creative director over at Martlet Games. And as Samantha was so keen on pointing out, we got some crazy-ish about ready to pop off. We are currently going to be hitting episode 3 of our little mini series called Indie Anarchs. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Central. We have 5 episodes of that. You can hit up the Twitch and check out the VODs. Also, we're going to have everything up on our YouTube as well. But yes, much fun in the works. It's going to be a blast. And That's it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
8:30 p.m. Central, which day?
Oh, Monday. I said Monday. Did I say Monday?
You did not say Monday.
Oh, Monday. So
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Just every day.
Or the
And-
foreseeable
all the days.
future.
And yes, I am now also technically running the recording for this here. So yes, I'm the techie in real
Yeah,
life
we're-
now.
Yeah, we're pre-recording it, so we did this on the Thursday, so we're
Mhm.
going to be airing it on the Saturday right before the other game. We're going to raid over there pretty soon. I am Steve, the storyteller. Go to Vancouver by night, this will probably take you right over there. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Just stay clicked on here, refresh it. That way we get some extra views, and yeah, check out all the links that. I don't even know where the chat's supposed to be. It's over there. Check all those
It's
out.
somewhere.
One of the two sides.
It's gonna
Head
be
on
It's
over.
somewhere.
Head on over to Vancouver by that way
that way.
or that way.
That way?
That way.
You're that way or his
Is it
that
over
way?
here? I don't know.
This is too confusing.
Somewhere.
Anyway,
Find it.
thank you
Use
everybody
internet.
for participating in the game. Thank you all the viewers for stopping by, and we're gonna head on over to Vancouver by night in just a few seconds. Stay tuned.